This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
Intercepted, and that should be it. He's got it. Touchdown. They take a late lead.
Ralph Wilson Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, in a splendid day made just for football. The 3-1 Buffalo Bills are hosts here to the red-hot 3-1 Philadelphia Eagles on the ABC's Monday Night Football. This is Nick Rice along with Phil Nunziata with the call. We will have kickoff between the Eagles and the Bills next, only on the ABC's Monday Night Football. Welcome back to Orchard Park, and we are set for kickoff here. We'll take a quick look at both coaches here on the DSFL sideline, starting with Marv Levy of the Buffalo sideline. 154 and 120 lifetime here with the Bills, and he's gone to 4 Super Bowls. For Andy Reid, he's gone to only 1 Super Bowl, but has had constant playoff success with the Eagles. So kickoff here, and it will be recovered at the goal line. This is Mike Quick outside of the 10, 15, and right sideline to the 17. And this will lead to Randall Cunningham and his impressive beginning, Phil, over 1,000 yards in 4 weeks alone, along with 8 TDs to 4 picks.
Yeah, he had a rough game last week against the Niners, but you cannot deny the success that Randall Cunningham has had so far with this 3-1 Eagles team. He's definitely controlling one of the most high-powered offenses in the league.
And how about this? The Eagles start out the game with the Wildcat formation. Carmichael, the man in motion. He gets the handoff, but is taken down immediately behind the line of scrimmage. And we'll look at this Eagles offense. Very potent, especially in the first 3 games, but last week a little bogged down by the top DSFL defense in the Niners.
Yeah, I don't mind that jet sweep play they just ran, but when you have guys like Deshaun Jackson and Mike Quick, I don't see how Randall Cunningham's getting that carry right there.
Second down and 11 from the 16, and Westbrook, the man in the eye. A quick throw off left side to Pete Ratzliff, and he gains only a couple yards, and this Bills defense getting the better of the Eagles' offense so far in this one.
Yeah, you see Randall Cunningham throwing off his back foot there, which doesn't put a lot of power and makes the ball get delivered really slowly. 3rd and 10, didn't even gain any yards on that play. Let's see if they can convert here.
Randall Cunningham from the eye, and again, one heck of a season so far. Gets the ball at the 17, and he has no time to throw, and the Eagles start the series with a 3-and-out. They'll have to punt the football away.
Well, you see, it doesn't matter how good of a quarterback when you have him. He doesn't have time to throw, because you know all too well. It's hard to complete passes when you're on your back.
4th down and long, and Philadelphia looking to punt this football away, and 3-and-out is not a way that you want to start if you're Philadelphia, but the defense for the Eagles, again, top-notch in the league, so look for them to at least hold the Buffalo Bills. So Leotis McKelvin out left side, and here we have a penalty on the field.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Yeah, you never want to see that. The Eagles just look frustrated starting this game out. They're in Buffalo, which can be a hostile environment. A few mistakes early on.
And the next DSFL radio will be in Week 12 as the Raiders in a Dream Bowl 1 rematch will take on the Bears in Chicago. It should be one heck of a game. And we start this drive here in Buffalo at the 36-yard line on a 1st down and 10. Thurman Thomas, they fake the handoff. Kelly looking, throwing left side into double coverage, and it's incomplete. Dangerous throw there. Jim Kelly lucky it's incomplete.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that could have went wrong on that throw. I think he was actually pretty happy just to see that ball hit the turf. Throwing in double coverage, never smart, Jim Kelly.
2nd down and 10 from the 36, and Kelly hot the first 4 weeks as well. He's another quarterback that can kill the opposing defense, Phil.
Yeah, he definitely just knows how to, zip the ball into small windows. He can beat you over top. Jim Kelly can beat you so many different ways.
So on a 2nd and 10, they go with an interesting formation. Fred Jackson, the man behind, and he gets the handoff but has nowhere to go. 4-yard loss. That's Jason Babin. there for the tackle, and the Bills so far reminiscent of the Eagles on their first drive, not looking very impressive.
Yeah, Jason Babin just read that play beautifully, delivered a nice swim move to his blocker, and just was able to hit the running back in the backfield.
So on a 3rd down and 14, look for the Bills to air it out to convert. And Fred Jackson getting the handoff, that's been the issue for the Bills. O.J. Simpson, season-ending arm injury, and that has really depleted the Bills on the running back front. So 3rd down and long. Kelly looking to throw. Has all day throwing, and it's out of bounds, incomplete. Not very accurate there for the Bills quarterback.
No, that one just kind of got away from him. Jim Kelly's one of the most accurate passers in the game. You don't see him just fling one out of bounds like that very often. But luckily, a fan looks like he's going to go home with a game ball.
Or at least the sideline of the stadium will. That one went right through the stadium wall. But 4th down and long, and a decision to make for the Bills. They end up punting the football away. They could attempt a long field goal of a 57-yarder, but they decide to punt the football away. And looking to get inside the 20-yard line is Brian Mormon. He hits it deep, and that one's into the end zone. So the Bills come away with a 20-yard punt, and the Eagles will take over. They're at touchback territory, the 20-yard line.
Yeah, the Eagles definitely didn't start this game the way they wanted to, but lucky for them, neither did the Bills. It's almost like the game's starting all over again. Let's see if they can get momentum on this drive.
A fresh set of downs, 1st down and 10 with 4:26 remaining, and that's not the way you want to start the game. False start.
Yeah, you never want to go backwards on 1st down. That's never a good situation.
So 1st down and 15 for Andy Reid and the Eagles. Ball on the 15-yard line, and not a way you want to start it again, Phil. In Buffalo, a hostile environment. Nothing going good for the Eagles offensively. Man in motion, that's Jackson from left to right. Back to throw, Cunningham. 5-step drop and overthrows his tight end. And that ball is incomplete. But as for the Eagles, 2-game lead over the rest of the East there, Phil.
Yeah, they definitely jumped out in the beginning of this season here. And, they do have a little room for error, but you never want to get too comfortable. The NFC East is often talked about as the toughest division of football to win. Like I said, the Eagles may have gotten a little wiggle room, but they don't want to take their foot off the gas just yet.
And for week number 4, I see the Dallas Cowboys making a push to perhaps frustrating the Eagles late in the year. Underneath complete to Deshaun Jackson, and it's 3rd down and 11. But the Dallas Cowboys, they won their first game of the year last week, and in pretty convincing fashion. Look for the Cowboys to make a push late. They do face the Eagles later on in the year.
Yeah, the Cowboys definitely are one of those teams that seem to have that are a better team than the record would show, because their first couple games they let get away from them. So it'll be interesting to see if they can turn around the ship there later in the year.
3rd down and 11 for Randall Cunningham and the Eagles. All day to throw, and he is looking long and deep, and the pass is caught, no drop. Harold Carmichael had it in his hands, but unable to corral it is the Eagles' big-time receiver, and it's a 4th down.
Well, Randall Cunningham had all the time in the world to throw, and that's exactly the kind of play you want. If you're going to throw a jump ball to Carmichael there, that's a bet that I would take if I was a betting man. You just throw it up to him, but he just didn't come down with it that time.
Harold Carmichael is something around 6'8", and he is a prime-time receiver that can go up and get the football. Not a lot of receivers bigger than that man. Unluckily for the Eagles, it's incomplete. And Leotis McKelvin takes it out to the 44, and we will look at Jim Kelly, the Buffalo Bills quarterback, who has had a solid start to the season, only throwing 2 interceptions, Phil.
Yeah, Jim Kelly just always seems to be the picture perfect of persistence there. He doesn't throw the ball to the other team very often. Even when the ball isn't moving, he's smart with his decision making, and that's why the Bills are able to operate this offense the way they do.
1st down and 10, throwing deep is Kelly, and it's incomplete, intended for the running back there, Thurman Thomas. And this Bills offense, led by Jim Kelly, is top-notch there, Phil. But Andre Reed could be a guy who can burn this defense deep. Look for him to have a big day today.
Yeah, I don't know what they're putting in the Gatorade here in Buffalo, but both quarterbacks just seem to not be on their mark today. They're just overthrowing receivers, throwing it up there when they need to zip it in. Let's see which quarterback straightens out first.
2nd down and 10, and complete, that's James Lofton, but oh man, he took a nasty hit there. That is Bill Berge, and surprising enough, Lofton still holds on to the football, will take an injury timeout.
Well, when you play the Eagles, you always got to come across the middle at your own risk, because you never know who's going to be there to meet you and deliver a big hit just like that one.
Man, that was a prime time hit there, Phil. So a 3rd down and 1 from the 47. Kelly looking, scans the field, and underneath it's incomplete. And that one intended for the Bills receiver. So we'll look at the Eagles defense, and leading the way is Nnamdi Asamoah, the acquisition from the Raiders. And look for him to have a big day too there, Phil.
Yeah, Asamoah is definitely someone you got to look at, but you looked at the other names on that list. You have Brian Dawkins, Reggie White. Pretty much anyone on this Eagles defense can make a play to change the game.
Brian Moorman to punt, and yet again another touchback. Not a good day for the Bills punter, and he just can't get it inside the 20. And the Eagles will yet again take over at touchback territory. They've had trouble getting anything going offensively, but the defense has been there to save them. A handoff underneath is Westbrook, and he gains only a yard.
Well, he might only got a yard there, but they have to find a way to get something going. They have plenty of playmakers on this team. They just need someone to break one. There's too many good players on this team for them to be going backwards.
The Eagles offense, you look at that stat there below, 7 plays, -7 yards. Not something you expect from the Eagles so far in this one. Very lethargic game. And you have to also add to the fact that they've had 2 penalties so far in the game. So on a 2nd down and 9, Cunningham toss play to Westbrook, and he gains another yard. 3rd down and long again for the Eagles.
Well, the Bills are fired up there. They think they got this Eagles team right where they want them. Neither team has really started off well, so it's just a countdown to who can make the first big play to get this game going.
You have to also put into the fact that the Buffalo Bills rank number 7 in the NFL in defense. So they do a very good job at defending both the run and the pass. On a 3rd down and long, look for the defense to point their ears back and just blitz. A 4-man rush for the Bills, and complete. That's Harold Carmichael, and the Eagles, a round of applause. They get a 1st down, Phil.
Yeah, that's a perfect play to run for Randall Cunningham. Just a little comeback route. Randall sees it and hits him, and that's what you got to do to pick up 1st downs in this league.
1st down and 10. The new set of downs picked up by Harold Carmichael, and he actually catches that one. Look for him to have a big day, but unless he can't hang on to the football.
Yeah, that's something he normally wouldn't have a problem with. We saw him drop his first one. We'll see how he continues throughout this game.
Fresh set of downs for the Eagles. 1st down and 10 from the 33. Right hash, back to throw. Cunningham 5-step drop. Looking, scans the field. Looking left side, and it is incomplete. Dropped on the play. Tommy McDonald unable to hold on, and that's something you don't see very often from this Eagles receiver, Phil.
Yeah, through the first 4 weeks of the season, this has been one of the more dynamic combinations between quarterback and receiver with Tommy McDonald and Randall Cunningham. You don't see him drop many. For the Eagles' sake, let's hope he doesn't drop too many more.
That did look like a miscue, though. Looked like Deshaun Jackson running in the exact same area as Tommy McDonald. Might have been a little miscommunication there. So a 2nd down and 10 from the 33. Handoff right side. Westbrook off the right sideline, and he gains 5 yards. And we have an injury down on the field. And we'll check in later on exactly what his injury status is. So on a 3rd down and 5 from the 38 right hash. Cunningham from the gun. Looking left side. Complete but out of bounds. Jeez, that's Deshaun Jackson unable to get any feet in bounds, and that's another Eagles 3-and-out.
Yeah, that looked like a good route to run, and Deshaun Jackson just decided to go a little too wide with it. He had room to stay on the field, but this Eagles offense just doesn't seem to be communicating the way we've seen in the first 4 weeks of the season.
Philadelphia offense lethargic to say the least. Rocca out to punt it away, and the Eagles, after gaining 1 first down, their first of the day, have to punt the football away. And this is Leotis McKelvin from inside the 20. Takes it at the 19. Left side to the 30. Scampers out to the 35 and out at the 38-yard line. And this is where the Bills will take over. And they are having great field position. That's been the story for them today. But can they capitalize? So on a 1st down and 10 from the 38. This is Jim Kelly and the Bills. Handoff underneath. Complete. That's Thurman Thomas, and he's out to the 46. Gain of 7 yards and a 2nd down and short coming up for the Bills. So with under a minute to go, the Eagles scoreless so far in this one, but the Bills have been unable to get anything going either. Scoreless game in Buffalo. 2nd quarter action right after this.